Hey guys, this is another episode of the Crown Tundra. It turns out I need those seeds for like later, so. Sandy, I love you, but your claws hurt. Aha, there you are. This pokey little place will be our lodgings. Ow! Sandy. But as of the moment, it's also something far more important to our base camp. So I know, it's not much of a base camp, is it? Still, we give it a proper air of importance, haven't we? Now, enough faffing about, niggas. Let me tell you what the Peony Exploration team is after. Around here, they've got a fair few strange and mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. Not to mention, a massively red tree where the legendary flying Pokemon gather. And furthermore, these great Hulk and dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins or something, etc. See what I mean? This place is just bursting with juicy legends. And we're not stopping until we found just how much truth they've got to them. And there you have it. We are the Peony Exploration team. And that is our grand, noble, magnificent goal. Hey Sandy, what's up? I wouldn't eat that. It has laundry detergent in it. Of course. Of course, if I had my way, I'd be doing this with my darling Nia. But who knows? They even say chancy meetings can lead to a blissful friendships. So here's a grand adventure expedition, Chief Navius. Obviously, look, what do you think would happen if the two of us went gavelanting off together? My dear Nia could come along for the grand emotional reunion and find this place empty. Just thought of it, my own darling daughter sitting alone in this room, pining for her papa. Gah, nope, not on my watch. I'd never let that happen. So I'll be holding down the fort, Chief. Which means you get the pleasure of being Expedition Chief. Gahahaha. Which brings me to this. Go on, have it. Gahaha, look at that. Fits you like a glove. I brought some spare uniforms so my dear Nia would have a few to change into. So there's enough to give you one. And if you ever need to change or have a kip, by all means, just head into the bedroom back here. I've got some different colored scarves in there, so switch it up if you fancy a bit of style. Here, have these too. There's a fairy tale in Freezington about the legendary Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvest. In the legends, the king is said to wear a massive crown on his head, but the wooden statue near the fields of the middle of the village shows no sign of a crown. Far, far into the giant's bed lies a temple where the giant of the stone sleeps. On the temple's door are strange words. Let the Change 1. The door remains firmly shut. Sunken in the side of the snow slide slope lies a temple where the giant of ice sleeps. On the temple's door are the strange words, "What to get living style of snow." The door remains firmly shut. Near where the green meets the snow and giant bed lies the temple where the giant of steel sleeps. On the temple's door, strange words, "Let out, note, walk, giant eel." The door remains firmly shut. On the distant path of 3 points pass lies the temple where the two giants sleep. On the temple's door are strange words. "We, re, door, all be open, open." When the sun reaches its zenith, it shines directly down upon a great tree with leaves that seem to burn. It is there that a legendary wings will come to roost. There are legendary clues I've meticulously compiled from hours of dedicated tele-watching. First off, why not have a look at the clue about the king of bountiful harvests? Seems like the king's bonds with his loyal steed, or whatever you call it, run proper deep. So I had to name this expedition, I'd call it The Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. There's a big statue of Sandy, no. There's a big, great statue of a bang with the middle of the village, though its head isn't as massive as in my notes. I've just had an idea. Here's a little something to help you out. This is supposed to be one ultra mega coker of a ball. Use it wherever you think you ought to. Sandy, stop. I got it ages ago from somebody I used to know. Never could bring myself to use it, though. If you ever get a bit turned around, come on back to the base camp at any time. You can't miss it. Just look for the adventure and crew flag I stuck out in front. Handmade by yours truly. Anyway, I suppose that's that. Let the grand adventure begin. Have a smashing time out there. Sandy, stop. Stop jumping on the desk. Hey Chief, my pillow caught your eye, eh? Oh, listen here, Chief, I've got some wisdom to impart. If you can put your head on it and have a kip, it's a pillow. Unfortunately, I went and left my favorite pillow back home, so I went to have a look around town for something to rest my head on, and I found this out back behind the inn. come off of it. You want me to hand over my ultra mega comfy pillow? That's asking a lot, even coming from you, Chief. What's that? You think my pillow's got something to do with a legendary Pokemon? God, this ultra mega, seriously? This is just some old thing I found. But if you really want it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright, go on then, have it. But you'd better make sure you track that legend down. The wooden crown fit perfectly on the statue. Crown? Does it want you to follow it? Crown. Seems as this mysterious Pokemon wants to test your strength. Do you want to ready a Pokeball? Crown. I don't know if I can throw Pokeballs at this. Not yet, anyway. Go around. Oh, okay. Well then. Crown, round, crown, recrown. Oi, what's up? I heard a big ruckus coming from over here. What's that, Chief? Were you having a Pokemon battle? Huh? What a massive noggin. What's this? Yeah. Ah yes, a sturdy body, just as expected. I hope he doesn't mind that I make use of it for the time being. Oh, I see. You have grasped the situation already. Very astute of you. I am Calyrex. I am the one known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have borrowed this man's body in order to speak to you in person, so to speak. Indeed, there are no words to adequately express my gratitude toward you for restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as king. The humans offered me their loyalty and respect, as I was able to bring a lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvests, year after year. However, it seems that over many, many years, the people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, but even that tradition has long since been lost to the ravages of time. You see, it is the faith of the people that grants me strength, and now I have lost it all but a fraction of my former power. Even my loyal steed has abandoned me. However, you are kind enough to restore my statue. That act has returned some strength to me, at least enough to speak to you by borrowing the body of another. Now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favor to ask of you. I must know once and for all whether the people have truly forgotten about me. I wish you to speak to the villagers and ask if they remember the King of Bountiful Harvests. I have tried asking them myself, you understand, but they treated me like some sort of fairy tale creature or flew into a mild panic at the sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you to help me. You want to know all about the King of Bountiful Harvest? All I can tell you is its name. I think it was called Calvin, or was it Calistia? The King of Bountiful Harvest? I used to believe it was real, you know. It told me that if I made mischief in the fields, the king would steal my body away. Pokemon King? Oh sure, my gran used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was a kid. An old fairy tale, that. Do I remember the King of Bountiful Harvest? Why, of course I do. It's only the main tourist attraction of our lovely Freezington, after all. I imagine we would see more visitors if only the king were real. The King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, if it exists, then why doesn't it heal the land around here so we can grow crops for a change? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I'm rather busy doing nothing right now. Ah, human child, I trust you were able to speak to the villagers. So how was it? Did they say anything about me? It is as suspected. Nobody truly believes that I am real. It seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I am not grieving. I am the King of Bountiful Harvest, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond a doubt that I cannot simply rely on human faith if I want my powers to return. If only my royal steed were to return to me, I would regain something of what I lost. Yes, the four-legged Pokemon that I used to ride all across the land. The very same Pokemon in my statue that in the village shows me riding. Alas, in ancient times we spent many days together, dashing through the valleys over in the mountains of this land. But my power waned, and the force to part ways with it. Now I know not where it may be. Even if we should succeed in locating my loyal steed, I have doubts as to whether it has remained, well, loyal. I have lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my currently not so loyal steed. I would be in your debt if you could speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you are able to find any information at all, I ask that you let me know. Gah? Huh? Chief? With a massive noggin? Oh, wait. No, it's normal. I must have fallen asleep where I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. I feel strange, like my body's not quite its own. I guess I'll head back into base and get some rest. Besides, it's freezing out here. The mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look at... have a look at the fields in the giant's bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The fields in the giant's bed are to the southeast of the village. Go to the Frost Point field and just keep going to the left. Sandy, I've already told you time and time again to stop. If you do it one more time, you're going in your cage. Or 3 more times, rather. I don't want you chewing on laundry detergent. I've said that several times. Go through the Frost Point field and just keep going to the left. Alright then. Since my cat does not want to listen to me, I will just ignore her. What is this thing doing out here? I've seriously removed her like 20 times off of this table during this episode. Imagine if I was cutting something or trying to do a project. Alas, this field is no good either. The soil is barren. No crop would possibly grow here now. Perhaps the lands of the Crown Tundra are truly beyond hope. What's this? Oh, our dear visitor. What brings you here? You want to learn about the loyal steed of the King of Bountiful Harvests? Well, this is hardly the place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth after all. Please visit whenever you're ready. I'll be waiting. I can't remember if I caught a Snorlax or not. I always have the Pokemon. I always do. How many new Pokemon did this DLC bring instead of just like 4? Huh? Oh. It's funny that you just run across fossil type Pokemon in these, or fossil Pokemon, or just wander across them in this fucking DLC. Because that is like totally unrealistic. Is it nighttime right now? I think it is, so maybe this'll work. If this MFer would go in the ball. Motherfucker, go in the ball. I'm not wasting a Master Ball on you. You're not worth a Master Ball. That doesn't prove my case. That doesn't prove your case, dude. Any Pokemon can learn Hyper Beam. Finally, little fucker. Sandy, you're not walking across my keyboard today. And I don't really need this guy because I can just like move that guy up one level. And I have it. I think this was already in the game, but I'm just double checking because I feel like I caught a Vanillix early on in my first game or first playthrough. Yep. Vanillite rather. Alright, good day to you losers. I didn't want to do that. I turned around too quickly because I saw a sparkly object and I want to go pick it up. Yeah, it's not like psychic's gonna do anything to you anyway. So your forewarn was pretty much useless. Have you seen what's happened to the statue of King of Bountiful Harvest? Its head has become massive. You say that's the way the king's supposed to look? Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design on our town's souvenir shirts. But you speak as if you've seen the king with your own 2 eyes. That statue's been broken since I was a child. Oh, of course, you wanted to learn about this little steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest. Well, I don't know why you'd be interested in such things, but come then, follow me. An old book I read long ago says that the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable. But my memory isn't what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed so desired. I think it's best you search on the bookshelf over there if you want to find out any more. Crown. Hmm? Oh, hey there, Chief. Had a feeling someone called me. Was it you? Huh? Human child, were you able to find something about my loyal steed? You say you found out something that my loyal steed could not resist. It has been so long since we rode together that I must have completely forgotten. With this information, we may be able to lure my loyal steed to me yet. So tell me what it is that my loyal steed would find so irresistible. Oh ho, carrots, you say? Yes, I remember now. Even back when we were together, it would leap at any chance to eat some kind of crop. It took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back, the crop must have been carrots. I'm in your debt, human child. What we must do now is clear. If we are able to find carrots somewhere, it should be but a trifle to lure my loyal steed back to me. I wonder, do the humans of the village grow any carrots? If you could say even a single seed, I could grow a carrot from it myself. By the stars! You say you have carrot seeds? That strange bag contains seeds of carrots? You humans never stopped adapting and evolving. I'm constantly amazed by your ingenuity. And yet, the fields of the village simply won't do. They're not suited for growing carrots. If we could find rich soil, I could grow the crops we need. Now, where might we find soil suited for growing these crops in the tundra of mine? Ah, I see 2 spots that might suit our needs. One is a field covered in pristine snow. Another spot is by a field of gravestones where those who moved on were laid to rest. Either of those locations should allow me to use my power and grow the carrots we need. Please, I ask that you choose a field and plant those seeds. Gah? What in the... I seem to be getting in the habit of falling asleep outside. Yeah, I guess it goes to show that holding down the fort isn't all that easy. You take care of yourself, Chief. Don't overdo it. So which one of these locations best suits? Let me go see. Nanny. Sing that song about the King's Steed Pokemon. Oh, of course, my dear, I'd love to. Ice root carrots cold as ice, munched up by the bully in white. Shade root carrots dark as doom, crunched by the bully with the ghostly gloom. No, you make sure to eat your veggies too, just like the Pokemon in the song. Yes, Nan. Okay, so here's the grave one. Okay. No, where's the ice one? Okay, so I'm on the right track. What is this guy doing here? Totally on this why is he here? It just seems to be not the right spot for a Pokemon like this. Let me try something. Oh, I knew that was gonna be too much. Let me see. That sucks though, bro. Oh, here's one. My Lucario is too strong for this world. He keeps one-shotting every Pokemon. Come on, just do the critical capture thing already. Okay, finally. At least something happened with this one. Alright then. So, let me check the map. I probably passed it. Whoa, I'm right on top of it, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I don't think I'm right on top of it. I think I'm too far. I don't think this map is accurate. Here it is. I see you have reached one of the fields. If you plant the seeds in this field, ice root carrots will grow. It has been long, so long that my memory is hazy, but I believe my little steed would often partake of this sort of vegetable. If ice-root carrots were what my steed preferred, it must have been ice-type, mustn't it? It's almost vexing that I can't recall. I suppose we will see. I will ask once more, are you sure this is the field which you want to plant the seeds? Very well then. Then I ask you that you plant these seeds. Ha ha ha. Very good, very good. You have an able hand for working the soil. Now then, it is time that I did my part. Let me show you my powers. This is so cute. You planted so many seeds, and yet my powers can only get one to grow. To think that I have fallen so low, it truly breaks my heart. But soon it will be time to bid my sorrow farewell. Now, human child, I must ask that you pull the ice-root carrot free with all your might. Well done, human child. That carrot will be the key to luring my loyal steed back to me. Now then, all I need are the reins of unity. They will amplify my power, letting me ride my loyal steed with ease. But I doubt I shall ever get another set from the humans in the village. What? Glastrier, my loyal steed, is it truly you? That glistening white pelt, that rough, violent gallop. It has not changed from the day we first met. Oh, how this brings back memories. It is my belief that while my steed picked up on the scent of the carrot, we could not determine where the scent was coming from. Judging from the direction it ran off in, it must be headed to the village in an attempt to pillage the carrots there. If that is true, then Freezington is in danger. Human child, we must make haste. Just dragging him around. I can't remember. Should I go ahead and capture these two while I'm here? Well, I already have a Gaily. Do I have a Frostlass? I would think if I have a Gaily, I should have a Frostlass, but I just want to make sure before I leave. Huh? What was that? Oh, here it is. Yep, I have both of them. Just making sure, and I'll make sure that I don't have this guy. Before I leave. I have him, so Bye-bye, Beartic. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I guess it's just catch all the evolutions since I'm already here. Although I don't know if it'll go into the ball. It'll save me a moonstone at least. Oh, finally my character gets serious. She's just throwing lazy ass balls. And there she goes throwing lazy throws again. I don't think it's time to go over there yet. This is a nice song. But I just can't straight up give it to him. What the fuck, man? Eek! Are you alright? Yes, I feel like something stepped in to save me. Oh, kind visitor, how could I possibly thank you enough for saving the people of this village? I had no idea such vicious Pokemon still existed in the tundra. Why, it reminded me of the Pokemon in the fairy tales. The loyal steed of the king. Ah, but no doubt I am overthinking things. What is that you have there? Is that a tuft of white mane hair? In the fairy tales, it said that by weaving the hair of the loyal steed together with the radiant blossom grown by the king, it is possible to create the reins of unity which link the king with his steed. In fact, it was my own ancestors who used the weave of reins to weave the reins of unity, following an ancient tradition passed down over many years. Of course, I myself have never seen any kind of radiant flower, and the method of making the reins has also been lost to time. In any case, we can't spend all day musing over fairy tales. I must make plans and preparations that Pokemon could well decide to pay us another visit after all. Thank you very much for your help, kind traveler. If only. Well, I think that wraps up this episode. Bye-bye, guys.